What's going on, YouTube world? This is the man better known as Jay, and welcome to my show. This time, the topic is going to be about how to resolve conflict. Conflict comes in different forms. You know what I'm saying? You have verbal conflict, verbal confrontation, and also you have physical conflict, fighting, hand to hand combat, you know what I'm saying, resolving matters physically. Well, anyway, I'm gonna start off by saying first is that I'm not a psychologist or anything like that. I'm just stating my opinions, and also, to extent, this is facts too. Um, you have to resolve conflict as best as you can. I'm gonna start out by going into something like in instance of dealing, with a relationship. Just say you and your partner, y'all get into an argument, for whatever reasons. Sometimes the argument is something petty. Usually that's what it is anyway. But anyway, you have to understand that you're dealing with another individual, and that person um, gonna disagree with you, and you and that person gonna disagree with each other. And that's fine, but it should never resort to something that is physical. And this goes both ways, male or female. That person should never hit you, and you should never hit that person. You know what I'm saying? If it had to come to a verbal confrontation, and you know what I'm saying, and to the point where it comes becomes physically, you should leave that person, because um, you shouldn't be in a position where a person is causing you bodily harm. And like I said, that goes for male or female, man or woman. You know what I'm saying? Some people feel as though that they let the anger get so intense to the point where they become, you know, combative and belligerent and throwing licks and stuff like that. You should never be in a type of situation like that. You know what I'm saying? The best thing for to do, if you're in an argument with a person, is just walk away. Walk away until until y'all calm down. Then y'all come back later on, and y'all talk it out, and try to work things out, or whatever the case may be. But you know what I'm saying, it should never become a point where you two as the man, you striking this female, and as the woman, you striking this man or this male. You know what I'm saying? Walk away, and then come back later on and talk it out, even if you have to leave for a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? Do that. Instead of it escalating, going on and on more until it becomes a domestic dispute, and then you have to get the law involved with it. And in certain cases, it usually works out in the female's favor. I'm just keeping it real. What I'm saying? Maybe the male to a certain extent, but mostly if the law is involved, and especially like going to court or something like that, what I'm saying? The situation is going to work out in the woman's favor most of the time. That's just the way the sad system is, and it's set up poorly, and a lot of stuff that oftentimes women get away with. But anyway, just leave. You know, just leave for that moment. Until it cools down. But if it keeps escalating and stuff like that, it's best for you to remove yourself out of the situation as well. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense to get involved in something that, in some cases can be prevented. You know what I'm saying? Words are just words, and words won't hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Mm. But some people feel as though if if they walk away from something, that it makes them feel less powerful or powerless, and that's not true. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes in certain situations you have to be the bigger person and just walk away from it. You know, that's not going to make you any less of a person if you walk away from something that can escalate, into something physical. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to make you be less of a person if you do that. In other words, in other words, in other instances, it's going to make you the better person. You know what I'm saying? Or the smarter person, because you did something that, you know, prevent escalation of violence. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, also I want to touch upon, getting into physical confrontations with somebody, you know, other than your mate. You might get in something, a physical or a verbal confrontation with somebody that you might encounter, come across, and while you're in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Doing what you do in your daily life. You might um, encounter some asshole, that might piss you off, and you might resort to, a verbal confrontation with this person. And the same thing that kind of applies with that. You know what I'm saying? You have to be the bigger person sometimes. You know what I'm saying? They can cuss you out and all that too, and you can cuss them out and all that too, but somebody at some point have to be the bigger person and walk away from the situation. You know what I'm saying? Words don't hurt. You know what I'm saying? You know what they say, the old saying that sticks and stones may break my bones, but words or names will never hurt me. Just walk off. Now, however, if you're gonna get into something physical, that becomes to the point where it becomes something physical, which you have to use a better discretion of what's going on at the time. Somebody in your face and all that, and about to pass licks, then you might have to resort to um, physical combat or whatever. But just keep in mind that the circumstances might be intense. You and that person, it may cause bodily harm to each other. You know what I'm saying? You might have to go to the hospital. You have to go through the law and things of that nature. But if you're gonna fight or something like that, make sure it's over something significant and not no petty BS. Because somebody says something about you. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it's disrespectful or whatever, and you may feel violated, but with somebody saying something about you or something to you, you know what I'm saying? Let it roll off your shoulders. Don't let this person get under your skin. You know what I'm saying? That to the point where, what I'm saying, it gets so intense that it may result into, you know, um, physical combat, physical confrontation, or fight, in other words. What I'm saying? Don't let nobody get under your skin, and then you have to suffer detrimental circumstances later on. You know what I'm saying? You might get to the point where, like I said, you might have to go through the law, and get to the point where you have to go to court and you shelling out unnecessary money over some bullshit that could be avoided in most cases. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying that you shouldn't defend yourself. You should defend yourself, but if you're gonna defend yourself, let it be over something significant, and you defending yourself. You or a loved one, or any case like that, over something significant. You know what I'm saying? Not over something petty, because somebody says something about you. Words, man, words is nothing. You know what I'm saying? Let it go. That's why a lot of people end up hurt or killed too, because um, they don't want to back down. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna back down, and this other person not gonna back down. Somebody got to be the bigger person, and just let it go. Now, if somebody to the point where it becomes physical, you know what I'm saying, then defend your turf. If you have to defend your turf, if you have to, you know what I'm saying, get into a physical combative situation, then you know what I'm saying, that's what you have to do. If you have to defend your turf, then so be it. But just think of the repercussions behind it. You might get hurt, you might get killed, that person might get hurt or might get killed. But my thing is that you should always uh, use the better judgment, and don't let your anger counteract your better judgment. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's perfect, and it's easier said than done, and given at the time of the situation. But you know what I'm saying, you have to use your own judgment, and you have to use your own discretion. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just got to think things through, whether, what I'm saying, you let your mind override your judgment. You know what I'm saying? And it's easier said than done. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's said that you shouldn't do this or you shouldn't do that, does not necessarily mean that it's gonna happen. But in some cases, you have to be the bigger person, and and just walk away, or whatever you need to do to resolve the situation. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna run into disagreements with people, you're gonna run into squabbles with people. That's life. You know what I'm saying? But you can get through it, by just using a little bit better judgment. Some people don't use better judgment. Some people act first and think later. You know what I'm saying? And and you have to be smarter than that. You got to stay a step ahead of people in life. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it doesn't make any sense for you getting hurt. Bodily harm, you incurring bodily harm, or even worse. You know what I'm saying? The loss of life over something stupid and something petty. It doesn't make any sense. In that case, let it be over something that that's more significant than just petty bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But the best thing for you to do in a situation like that, just use better judgment. You know, like I said, words don't hurt. And you gotta consider yourself, and you gotta consider your loved ones and the people who care about you too. And you get into some old bullshit ass squabble with somebody over some petty shit. Don't let that person get the upper hand over you. So just do what you gotta do, and just remove yourself from the situation as best as you can. You know what I'm saying? But that's pretty much all I want to say about that. You know what I'm saying? Um, Use the better judgment if you can, and be safe out here in this crazy world. And you know what I'm saying? Stay safe. You and your loved ones. Stay safe. And as always, I'm gonna come at you guys with another video and another topic real soon. This is Jay signing off. Take care. Peace.